Hello, I'm Pete Martin. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in other videos of mandolin, fiddle, improvisation, and many other musical subjects, click the subscribe banner below. And if you want to be notified when I post new videos, click the bell icon right next to it. This is the first of a series of videos on practicing. Watch them all and take any ideas that you can and incorporate them into your own practice. One thing is practicing and playing are two very different things. Once we understand that, we can focus on the practicing part and quite often improve much faster. Playing an instrument is the fun part. It's why we do what we do. We make this joyous noise on the instrument we like to call music. However, after you reach a certain point, if you just play, you're not going to improve anymore. And that's where you need to realize that practicing and playing are different things. So if you do want to improve, you've got to focus on what it takes to improve, and that is called practicing. So what is practice? Practice is doing things that allow us to physically get better on the instrument and to acquire more knowledge of music, and specifically the music we play. Practice, it can be, for a lot of people, a lot of work. And if one just practices and never plays, it can get to be real drudgery where the instrument isn't any fun. So that's why the balance between practice and playing is so important. But once again, do realize that practice is going to be what makes you better. Each person needs to find a balance between practice and playing that works for them. It could be 10% practice time, 90% playing time. Maybe even 5% practice time, 95% playing time. Somebody that is a casual player of the instrument that is just wanting to play a handful of tunes and, just sit down and play for fun, and that's really what they want to get out of the instrument. This is perfectly fine. People that are more serious and really want to get better on the instrument and are very serious about getting better on the instrument, I should say, you may want to do as much as, say, 50% practice and 50% playing. Once again, you need to find the balance that works for you, that you can still get joy out of the instrument, because why play if it's not fun? Why work on playing an instrument if you don't enjoy it? So definitely this is something to think about. And one of the next videos that I'm going to do is on goals. So you can watch that and bring your goals into this idea of how much to practice and how much to play. A good starting point is to break your practicing down into two different categories. And one of those categories is getting better at technique and what you have to do to get your technique better, the physical part of playing. And the other one is acquiring knowledge. Technique improvement can come from working on your ergonomics, so acquiring the knowledge of how physically to play the instrument in the most efficient way, getting more efficient with the techniques that you do already do, if they are good ergonomics. And in that, you're looking at your form, and you're also looking at your basic mechanics. Acquiring more knowledge of the music is much more a mental skill. It can be things like learning a new tune. It can be things like studying some music theory and applying it to the music and the instrument. It can easily be writing a new piece. Or it could be working on improvising, and by that I mean by either starting to learn to improvise or by working on getting your improvising to sound inside a music style. So in other words, acquiring some knowledge of the music style that you're improvising in so that you can sound authentic in that. These are just some things. All the things I'm saying on this video are just some ideas, and there's a lot more that you should go find out for yourself. If you have a teacher, maybe have the teacher give you some feedback on some of these things. If you don't have a teacher and you've got a friend who's a really good player, you may ask for their help. Just acquiring knowledge from outside and getting some feedback on what you're doing. Skype lessons these days are really great for people who do not have teachers around them, because you do really have access to really almost anybody who teaches in the world now. Like I said earlier, I'm going to make another video in this series about setting goals for yourself. And how you practice is very much determined by what goals you set. So that can very much easily tell you what you need to work on, or lead you to discover what you need to work on in order to accomplish what you want to do. So definitely watch that video and bring some of those ideas into this, and that will help you to set up a practice routine. And once again, this is where you could really get some feedback from other people, like a teacher or friends or something like that. You need to make sure that you play for your own enjoyment often enough that the instrument stays fun and this pursuit stays fun. It's not just all work. Your music will definitely benefit from having a fun factor inside you. The players that really sound best to my ears, there's just some kind of joy in them that they are able to communicate to other people. And it's just really so much fun to play with people like that you can hear the joy coming through, that they just really love what they're doing. So you always do need to play for fun. Improvise on things that you know, or just sit down with the instrument and just start messing around with it. That's always a really good thing to do. Anyway, good luck on all this, and make sure to watch the other videos I have. And if you want, subscribe to my channel for any other future videos.